Oh, okay. I'm gonna use dish soap to wash my hands. Really cuts the grease. And then I'm gonna wipe it with a greasy dishcloth and then finish wiping with the greasy pans. All right, hello. Welcome back, take 2. Oh my God. We needed that, didn't we?
We did. We had some pizza.
We did.
Really revived us a bit, I think.
I think so too. There we go. How do I make it? I was doing this thing where it was like focusing on, like it just automatically locked onto your face. No. Anyway. At it again. Hello, Mads. How's it going? Long time no see. 2 streams in 1 day? Damn, that's right. Coming back strong. I say that like I feel so weak right now. The emotional exhaustion of, I'm still worried that I've somehow like messed it up, but I'm sure it's fine. A chappy Andiscus. Hello, Nix.
Hello.
Sammy, Lith. Nioxum. Nioxum? But yeah, we're gonna try to finish
Finish what we started.
Finish what we started. I looked at the build guide for this. There's my phone. Looked at the build guide for this, and basically we have to start building onto the case right now, at the point we are. We got the CPU cooler on. We hate it, but we have it on.
I don't hate it, it was just a process.
Yeah, it was just a process. It's going good. Been a while. How am I doing? So stressed. We already did the long rant of I ordered the 9800X 3D, and instead an empty box showed up. We already went through that story, so I won't do that again. But long story short, we've got ended up ordering a different CPU, the 9900X. That didn't show up, and so I ordered it again, and then it did show up, and we've got it plugged in.
Third time's the charm, maybe.
Third time's the charm. We're going to now start building it under the case. The next step is actually opening this power supply. I'm really curious about it because it feels so heavy and big that now I'm worried that it's too big. It's not going to be, but yeah, that's right. We're building the computer right now. And also, my hair looks something like, it's supposed to be a mullet, but it's starting to look more like, I've seen somebody's grandma with this hair, I think.
What?
Is it a bouffant? A bouffant? It's supposed to be a mullet. I have a grandma mullet right now. Yeah, it is a mullet. It's just a grandma mullet. You didn't disagree. Oh no! Yeah, they took the fade a bit high and then they didn't.
It's fine.
You think it looks fine?
Yourself so worked up.
I'm not really that worried about it. It'll grow back. You missed the first 5 hours of PC building. We've made no progress in 5 hours. It's embarrassing. Just got all the parts for mine yesterday, 3 weeks before the expected date. Wow. rushing to get the case built. Mullets are for cowards who are afraid to grow all of their. I feel like it's not for cowards.
Yeah.
It takes a certain kind of person to go into public with a mullet. And also me. Not saying I'm a special or different kind of person. Well, special, but
You said it.
I'm not unique. For the love of God, I'm gonna bring. Where's your switchblade?
I don't have one.
No, you don't have a switchblade. I thought. Yeah.
And comes back to me.
Oh, that's right. I just woke up at 7:52 p.m. in the afternoon. Oh, out drinking all night or what, Mads? Chappie, all the youths have mullets right now. It became highly contagious in the past. Actually, yeah. I mean, I've had a mullet the better part of. I had it for the. Technically, I had it for the wedding.
Yeah, you did actually.
It's supposed to be more of a mohawk, and then it's turned into. I don't know. The grandma mullet that you see today.
I usually like people getting this brown on that or anything.
It's a trend. Okay, so it turns out it is tiny.
Oh.
Oh, it's got nice cables too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it out of the bag, I guess.
Pretty good.
No, it's tiny. This is perfect. Look at this. Look at this.
Look at this.
Look at my boy. Oh no, my boy. How am I supposed to mount this? Are those the mounting brackets?
Oh gosh.
Kind of fits the black and gold theme, or black and brass that we've been going for. We made fun of Chappie. He installed RAM, installed his CPU, and kind of installed the cooler. He still has to build the case. Out all night drinking with friends? Yep, well, that'll do it. I've had those days where I wake up and wonder if I'm ever not going to feel hungover again. You remember? Yeah. I was mainly talking about like,
Just in the good old days.
well, no, like when we were still at Steve's that last time
Was so ill.
I made myself throw up the night before, I think. No, or first thing in the morning.
He threw up a lot.
And then I just kept throwing up. I was like, huh, that's weird. Usually it makes me feel better.
Yeah. I still think it might have been something that you had other than Capcom.
Oh, maybe.
You keep saying, I don't think it was that. And I'm like,
I don't think it was that.
I think it was. Mind you, when I spoke to Hannah, I said, I was like, oh, was your partner sick from this thing? She said no, so maybe it was.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was just the amount of alcohol I had.
I didn't eat anything as well.
Yeah.
Like, we were, until that McDonald's we had on the way home at like, I don't even know what time it was.
Yeah.
We drank a lot.
That's a good one. Oh, actually, yeah, Nix, what parts did you get? What's your build like? All right, cables. And the cables have like fishnet tights on as well. That's kind of nice. Ooh. You can see him better there. All right, anyway, let's move this over here. Watch your feet when you get up. Jumped on.
This is the workstation.
right. Ooh. Shiver my timbers. Okay, I need to look up the guide.
I said it back in the replay. Shiver my timber.
Tom Brokaw being a pirate. Shiver my timbers. I'm watching this very Canadian person build their
120 hertz. I was getting 65 degrees on the GPU. All right, getting back to the build. To start, I installed my power supply in the regular orientation rather than side mounting. I did this because I'm
so aggressive. How? Okay, I'm supposed to mount this onto the CPU somehow, or PSU somehow?
Take slim 120s at the bottom for intake to help offload the GPU fans. With these things running at about 80%, they're much quieter than the GPU fans at about 50%. I can make good cooling and keep the GPU fans at 40%. In Cyberpunk at 4K 120 hertz, I was getting 65 degrees on the GPU.
Shout out to
Alright, getting back to the build. To start, I installed my power supply in the regular orientation rather than side mounting.
RYN.
I did this because I'm using a micro ATX board, and I don't want the PSU right up against the mother.
It takes us a lot of willpower to do that, Mads. Proud of you.
Regular orientation rather than side mounting. 120 hertz, I was getting 65 degrees on the GPU.
Okay.
Alright, getting back to the build. To start, I installed my power supply.
Comments and I realized it's coming from YouTube as well.
Oh yeah. Mads over on YouTube. Okay, so open bit towards the fan. Ah, look, there's little pre-screwed holes here.
Also, I'm playing Legend of Zelda.
Oh yes, that's right.
It's only just water, which you can't see, but I'm just.
Yeah, I think Mads wasn't here last time when and Nyx, yeah. So Squids is playing Zelda in the background. Tears of the Kingdom. On the Switch. How do I?
Not you. The goblin thing. On the Switch. Shut up! So if you hear me muttering things like that under my breath, that's fine.
I need to figure out how he's mounting his case here, or his
The regular
PSU.
orientation rather than side mounting. I did this because I'm using a micro ATX board, and I don't want the PSU right up.
All right, so I need to make sure. Oh, fuck's sake! Come on, get in the right spot.
Micro ATX board, and I don't want the PSU right up against the motherboard. I like to have some space in between the power supply and the motherboard. Getting back to the
I need it to be
power supply,
like
regular orientation.
pulling air from the outside.
I did.
Okay. How the hell has he done that? It looks reversed. Reversed.
Very cool, way to
There we
go.
go. That matches. So I want it to be like this, pulling air in from the front. New game mode in Bifrost. Ooh. Is the YouTube stream working this time? Was it? I don't know if it was like not working last time, but yeah, it should be up working now.
Do we actually check?
How the hell? I just keep saying how the hell.
Yeah. What the hell? What the hell?
120 hertz, I was getting 65 degrees.
What's up, gamers? It's time for me to build my PC.
Okay, he puts it on there. Screws it on. Okay, so it's actually facing in. All right. If I keep saying all right, I'm gonna figure it out eventually, right?
Alright.
So this bit needs to face outside, and I want it this way, so that way it can pull in air and exhaust it that way. Right? That looks right to me. Just followed me on Twitch. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow. You have to work together because you can only pick certain buildings and have other stuff, other areas. It didn't work for you last time. Okay, what are you building? Because it looks very complicated to build. Well, it's a PC, believe it or not. And it is complicated. Oh yeah. Somehow I meant to add this on. Why? Why is that the case? Like, this clearly needs to go in this way, but I don't know why. I wonder if you can see it as well. Oh wow, it's got more than 2 times zoom. There you go. Now you can see a bit better. Oh shit. Skipped ahead too far. Hey, the pizza was so needed.
Yeah.
Thanks again, by the way.
Okay.
Or thanks for the first time. I don't know if I said thanks originally.
You're welcome.
It was good. Much needed.
Pizza hits. Pretty good, I'd say.
Yeah. Okay. So he's using what looks like silver screws on this. I do kind of need to let one loose, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what kind of screws to use. It's all a bit vague. That one's got like a shoulder. This one is flat. These ones are longer. Assume that's the motherboard. I think these are all just generally The same. I'm gonna use the flat ones. I haven't gotten the Jingle Jam collection this year. Oh, really? I see. That's the thing. Is like, I never got confirmation. Payment was taken, but never got the bundle. It's over now, so meh. That's the thing. I feel bad. I just don't really care to watch the Yogscast anymore as much as I used to.
We literally watched Simon's Important Videos and that was it.
Yeah, Simon's Important Videos was the only one we watched.
And even that was like...
Even the Hat Films music stream, I was kind of like...
Yeah, honestly, like, that year that they first introduced the auto-tune was the best year ever because it was just them getting absolutely, like, drunk as fuck.
Yeah.
I think that was the same year they were dressed as wizards.
Yeah.
And that was a really good year, but since then...
Yeah, they did the Neon Musk saga, and then this year they decided people are too snowflakey to handle even mentioning Elon Musk for some reason. So it's like, okay, guess all that work is gone. And then, not that everything they did this year was bad, I just wasn't into it. I didn't even watch that yet. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I keep saying that I jokingly said I've forgiven the Yogscast and they can hire me now, but like, I haven't watched them. I still think it would be fun to make content for them. I just don't think they would like my content. Especially considering I haven't really made content. I've just been trying to get a computer built. I actually unsubbed to G recently. Oh, really?
They did sort of mention that you weren't really like that friend, like there wasn't really anybody in the community that you knew anymore.
That's the thing, is like largely it's the community. Like the people I met in that community are, well, here. The community has gotten weird and just so sensitive. It's like, I understand that there's people that have like opinions and it's fine. I think it's important that people have different opinions, but just don't be so sensitive about it. I'm trying to remember, like there's a specific example that I'll have to go dig up. I think it was in the comment section of the Hat Films VOD, and it was just like, really? Or maybe it was like the Hat Chat podcast or something.
I don't remember you mentioning it.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact video. I'll have to dig it up.
Like pointless. Like, it was just somebody saying something just stupid. And I know people say stupid shit all the time, but it was like specifically sort of like the word I'm thinking of, but just like an agitating comment. Like that was the only point of it.
Yeah.
Why are you saying this? It's like, it doesn't help anything. It doesn't do anything.
Right.
Am I right in saying that? Does that sound about right?
That sounds right. Yeah, it's just irritating comments, irritating behavior, that kind of thing. And now we just hide in the bacon zone. That's right. That's the thing. The old community, or just us, have kind of left because people were weird, and now we just hide in the bacon zone. I kind of liked it when it was slightly smaller as well. When too many people join, it just gets a lot weirder and a lot more out of control. Yeah. And it just gets less personal because you kind of, I mean, that's the thing is like, I'm glad that G has found success and stuff, but I mean, as a result, you can't really, I'm sure she still has like a good personal connection with some people in the community, but it's hard to do that on like what would you call it? Like on a mass level. Like when you have that many people watching at that point, it's like, okay, well, it's a little bit more difficult to actually feel like you're giving that personal touch to the people that stop in. That being said, she's always really excited when I pop in, and I'm grateful for it, but it is what it is. Anyway, I think I'm just getting old. Like, I get irritated watching people I enjoy as well. Like, I did call Asmongold the genius, but I do get irritated watching him sometimes. But that's why I like watching him, because I yell at the screen. So, well, not yell, but I argue at the screen.
I would like to put my hand up and say I don't get it.
Squids does not understand why I like to watch Asmongold. And it makes perfect sense why she doesn't understand it to me.
Yeah, I've said before, but he's the vibe about, there's something, my woman's spider senses, something about him that doesn't sit right, and I just always try and listen to those senses.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he's like a bad person or some bad things, but like, nah, I can't override that with
The vibe.
And I know you've said that people have said that about him before, but like,
Yeah. He said people, it triggers an innate sense in people. Or something along those lines. He's got a whole thing on it, but yeah. What's interesting is that it's not even really the cursed community that initially drove Lith and Moob away, because those people have also slowly left. Now it's just weird people who struggle to feed themselves. It's, imagine catering to that community. Like, those are the people that you want to show up to the Jingle Jam and donate, and if they can't feed themselves, it's like, well...
what do you mean by can't feed themselves? As in, like, they're, like, too stupid to, or that they don't...
I think, well, Deanie said it, so I assumed it's, like, people that are really struggling / are inept in general. I forgot about Moob. All part of the play. Look at that.
Pops up.
Moob shows up just in
It's
time.
like someone summoned me. Someone said my name.
He's here.
It's great.
Yeah.
Hello, Moo.
Yeah. But yeah, all that to say, like, I do enjoy listening to Asmongold's, the way he approaches things. I don't agree with his take on the whole United Healthcare CEO thing. I think he's missing the point.
That's rude.
But this video, or this stream is supposed to be about me trying to build this computer so I can play games with you people.
Yeah.
You people!
He said not financially, I'm saying emotionally and physically inept. Psychologically, not physically.
Oh, okay.
I read that. Yeah, no, I think I got.
Oh, this has to do with like the structure of the structural integrity of the case. Huh. How do I do that? Let's see. So that bit looks slightly different. Okay, yep, that's right. So this is the right spot. But it's supposed to stick over like that? That doesn't seem right. Okay, well, here we go. Doing it to it. Ooh. Ooh. How do I mute this thing again? Oops, is it still going? Can you hear me? Oh yeah, tap, 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 tap. Yeah, okay.
Really figure out what to do.
I'll never forget about you, Moob. Never. I sometimes wonder if he does. He's like the Tom Bombadil of people in Twitch chats. If that works. Works in my head. Loud noises. What? Why are you laughing at me?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Asmon is fun because he forces people to have conversations and look at things from another point of view. Exactly. Much needed when the internet can be hyper-focused on one viewpoint and lash out when someone steps out of line. That's the thing, is like, I think that's what I like, is just having my perspectives challenged. That's what I find enjoyable to watch. I have to be doing this wrong.
Oops. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
I mean, we're in the same boat, but two different boats. That's,
Going down the same river.
we're going down the same river in two different boats. We're in the, yeah, I'm in the same boat, but we're in different boats. Chappy. 2024.
It's going to be 2025 in less than 5 days.
Oh, God.
Wild.
It is wild. So he's screwed into this in multiple places that I don't have. Oh, no, he didn't. Okay, I think I've successfully done it the same way as him. Except, no, I haven't. Because the power cable is now stuck at the top. That can't be right. It wasn't right. I need to lower it down so I can fit the power cable in. The fuck? How has he done this?
Sense. And that's what really fascinates me about the M2.
This guy's very Canadian sounding.
Or just for a place for cables to be. If I was using an ITX port sideways, it %
Yeah.
And that's what really fascinates me.
I have done it the same way.
Play
But
around with all the different configurations to see what works best for you depending on thermals and or aesthetics and the components you use.
components you use. Eh? So in theory, I'm supposed to have enough room to like plug this in here. Right? That doesn't go in all the way. Oh, I mean, it kind of does. It's very tight, but it should fit. As per usual, we will find out when we get there if it won't fit. Ew.
Oh,
All right. All right, now we need to move on to the next part. I've got this.
The motherboard standoffs for micro ATX board.
I don't have a micro ATX board though, like this guy does. I've got the ITX board. Do I still need the standoffs? Sure. I think I will. Oh, of course I gotta pee. All right, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna mute here. All right. Might have a hernia.
DJ.
It might not be. It is where I do medicine, so it might be
I realized
something.
that the case out of the box was set up to be built in the inverted configuration. In order to swap it to the traditional orientation, I just had to swap this little bracket to the other side on the front panel.
All right. Cut
I
that.
realized that the case out of the box was set up to be built in the inverted configuration. In order to swap it to the traditional orientation, I just had to swap this little bracket to the other side on the front panel.
Okay. There's a bracket on the front panel, allegedly, that needs to be swapped. Oh, shit. It needs to be swapped. I wonder if the chat has stopped updating.
Yeah, I did wonder that actually. Because
Nope. It's still good. Alright. Alright, so this is theoretically the bottom left. So in relation to
I realized that the case out of the box was set up to build an inverted configuration. In order to swap it to the traditional orientation, I just had to swap this little bracket to the side on the front panel. Okay, let's get this motherboard prepped quickly and fasten it to the circuit configuration.
okay,
Swap it to the traditional orientation. I just had to swap this little
it
bracket.
has to be up and to the right on the inside of where the front IO should typically be. Up and to the right. Okay, yeah, it does need swapped. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We gaming. Oh, that's what it is. They gaming. I forgot about that. Okay. Fuck. Alright, that's where the other one was. That's where the other one shall return. Okay. Why does this feel wrong? This is wrong. I don't want to be right. Oh, I gotta flip this too. There we go. Maybe I should do this on camera. Screwed. Can't wait for you forever, my dude. Yeah, no, I get that. It's taken me a long time.
Let's get this motherboard prepped quickly and fasten it to the tray. I already mentioned the 7800X3. This RAM is some lower profile skill
I was more so worried that
the RAM you choose.
because sometimes when you look at the multi-stream chat, it just randomly stops updating. So
Let's get
it's
this
just checking on that.
already assembled.
Fucking ad. Listen, I need to slowly build this.
Very important the RAM you choose if you're using this case. And in a minute, I'm going to 100X3. This RAM is some lower profile skill DDR5 sticks. And it's very important the RAM you choose if you're using this case. And in a minute, I'm going to show you why. But first, let's just continue with the build here.
Okay.
This front panel installed to what we have already assembled.
Get the bracket.
The nice thing about assembling this case is that all the screws are pretty much universal. They're all pretty much interchangeable.
So the front IO down here needs to be
The nice thing about assembling
no, obviously like this. Oh, that's where that goes. Okay. All right, I'm getting there. Yeah, that's the thing. Even when I'm done building, I still got to download games. I got to, like, assuming it all boots up on the first go. Still got to download everything, don't I? Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck's sake. Okay. Twinkle toes over there. Okay, well, it's all coming together. I'm starting to see how it fits. Oh. As I just casually destroy.
Not over anything else.
Okay, hang on. Oh, actually, Lex, I saw you got like what? A level 11, or at least last I looked. On PoE 2. Anybody else been playing PoE 2?
Who's that?
Path of Exile 2.
Oh, yeah. What is that? You think, oh, I'm like 30 something.
30 something. Oh, Jesus. It's more than when I last looked. Yeah. Want one?
Maybe eventually. I haven't really used my laptop for a whole lot, so I need to put my job up for everything, but more permanent.
Do you think you'd want one built after seeing all this?
Maybe not actually.
You want a pre-built one?
Yeah.
I mean, I would still build you one if you wanted, but at least I have practice.
Yeah. I feel like one my brother built his PC and it was my dad helped him do this.
It's daunting because you invest a lot of money, and if you do fuck something up, it's like, well, yeah.
Pretty much universal. They're all pretty much
Well, it's scary, man, isn't it?
and
You what?
Your video scared me. I don't know. There's somebody randomly talking.
That doesn't line up. The fuck? Is it supposed to line up?
Again.
How did I manage that? So, I got this bit on the outside and it's supposed to be on the inside. that. Just goes together. All right. Yeah, much better. There we go. It's coming together slowly but surely. Well, slowly. What class did you choose in PoE2? Because I ended up going with mercenary. Just seemed the most interesting.
Oh, that's weird, guys.
Yeah, the floorboards. The floorboards smell awful too.
Yeah, real sort of eggy farts.
Yeah. All right, then he goes to the standoffs, the motherboard standoffs, which I'm sure I'll figure out just like I figured this out, but like, fuck. Okay. We've made it to this point. Okay.
It's on the Encase website are pretty good, and they got some good YouTube videos on how to assemble it.
He says they got good YouTube videos on how to assemble it, but I'm not seeing that.
No.
I do know that I want to mount mine a bit lower to accommodate like a fan, 140 millimeter fan that's like thick, just absolutely thick. Like a P14 Max. That is a chonky fan. Look at the size of that. So I need, let's see. Let's spin that way and go out there. So I need, hopefully, I think I can get it to fit here. But that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. Unless it gives me more room before the top, which I think it might. So I need to go at least 4 down for the top. Okay, that's good to know. Four down. How do you do the mounting brackets?
The instructions on the Encase website are pretty good, and they got some good YouTube videos on how to assemble it. Very important the RAM you choose if you're using this case, and in a minute I'm going to show you why. But first, let's just continue with the build here. Let's get this front panel installed to what we have already assembled.
Okay, he has to flip this bit, the mounting bracket.
The nice thing about assembling this case is that all the screws are pretty much universal. They're all pretty much interchangeable. There's a couple that are unique, and the instructions on the Ncase website are pretty good. And they got some good YouTube videos on how to assemble it.
All right, so we need to mount them.
What is that? That's a cool thing.
Oh, weird. Like an ominously glowing rock. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go 5. That fills that up entirely, so I feel like I've probably done that wrong. When did he put the mounting brackets on?
Once the power supply was mounted, it was time to line up the motherboard standoffs for a micro TX board.
Damn it, just a split second too slow.
Line up the motherboard standoffs for micro ATX.
Just use a regular one. So the idea with these is that I should, in theory, be able to screw into them, right? Not... for them to have no room left. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's about half and half. Might need a D-me for a second, just to verify. Any D-me will do, preferably D-me 95 though.
Let's just one step. Check.
Oh wait, no, he went somewhere, didn't he? Did he come back? I can't remember.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm trying. Not sure, but maybe
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Serving turkey.
He's serving
What?
turkey.
I'm trying to figure out where a D-me is, like the 95th one, perchance.
This might be okay.
With these mounting brackets, like I don't want to go all the way in because I need to screw into something as well. Right? Whee! Oh. I mean, it's not overly urgent. I'm just kind of,
Asking a question.
yeah. That's so bizarre. Yeah, the thing is, like, just getting surgery for it or something is not something I'm really excited to do, because that takes me out again.
I realized that the case out of the box was set up to be built in the inverted 100XUD. This RAM is some lower profile to continue with the build here. Let's get this front panel installed to what we have already assembled.
Okay.
The nice thing about assembling this case is that all the screws are pretty much universal. They're all
What?
interchangeable. There's a couple that are unique. And the instructions on the Ncase website are pretty good. And I got some good YouTube videos on how to assemble it.
Just like, this guy just uses like the same screws the whole time. Okay. All right, yeah, that's fine. Let's see. How far apart? Do you have the tape measure in the other room?
No, I think it should be.
Should be in the drawer? Okay.
Unless it's, I think it's behind the laptop.
Oh, there it is, yeah. I see it.
The cardboard box.
At the cardboard coffee table. All right, let's see. Put that right at 4. So like 420. Four and 20. All right, yeah. This case is pretty handy to build in. If you go down 5 on the top, the automatic mounting spot, at least for me, it's 5 down on the bottom. I didn't know if it was universal like that or not, and it appears to be universal. So that's pretty cool. There we go. Okay, got that in. Thank you. Hope they can hear the musical interlude. It's pretty good. Oh, we're getting closer, people. That is until I have to start plugging in all the electronics. Like the cabling and what have you. Probably not good to lift it by the cooler.
Yeah, let me do that. Nice.
Yeah, I know. The amount of times that happens is really annoying, actually. Gosh. Oh, yeah. There are downsides to living on the corner of a main road. Turns out. Tis what it is. Yeah, I'll just
If you
chill.
more annoying, you can have a little less support. So that's
Yeah, which we don't. Yeah, they're just chilling. Look at that. I've got my PC mostly built. Just gotta get all these other things built in around it and make sure I'm doing it properly. Where'd I put my phone? Here. Huh?
Larger
No.
things, I probably would have ran into clearance issues when putting the top exhaust fan up top. So keep that in mind when choosing your RAM if you plan on putting any fans up at the top. I started doing my cable management as I went along. This proved to be very beneficial and actually quite easy because once the system is all built, I wouldn't have had much room to properly run cables. I did run the 8-pin CPU power cable behind the motherboard tray as it wasn't long enough to go around the perimeter.
Greasy ambulance.
When building much room to properly run cables. I did run the 8-pin CPU power cable behind the motherboard tray as it wasn't long enough to go around the perimeter of the board. Cable management is actually pretty simple.
All right, I'm gonna start plugging things into the power supply.
Which power supply?
The one, like the computer one. No, I'm not plugging it straight into the wall quite yet. Oh, God. Oh. I am now flexible.
We already have the cheapest music. Hey.
I'd rather everyone watch for free and make companies eventually spend money on me later on down the line. Is this supposed to be the power supply? I thought they labeled this shit. VW1. I don't have a Volkswagen, so. CPU.
Man, look at all those chickens.
You sound so drunk when you say it like that.
Yes. Another bison.
Bison.
Hose.
What did the buffalo say when he dropped his son off at the bus for school? Bye, son.
That was funny just because of the way you said it.
Bye, son. Ooh. Steady on now. Steady on. The first rule of building a computer is plug in all the cables possible. I don't know if that's true or not. I feel like I'm probably the slowest computer builder in the world. You don't think so? Yeah, I guess like if there was a union builder, we might go slower. Dee loves to hear that. this out actually. Alright, if I can pull this out.
Oh,
what am I plugging in here? How? How have I managed to get one backwards like this? PSU. The fuck? PSU, right? Yeah. CPU, peripheral. P1, 24. The fuck? Okay. Just gonna do process of elimination. VGA. CPU. This one seems longer. Where the fuck do I plug all this in? All right, I know nothing. I wish there was a more satisfying click to let you know it's in, but it's just not the anatomy I'm working with over here. All right. Ten peripheral PCIe. Okay, I just need chonky squares right now. These squares look chonky. Right. It also go in here though. It will. Okay, so we'll start with that one. That one clicked in nice. Makes me worried about the other ones that did not click in nice. Why did these not click in nice? Oh. This is where it's losing me. Like, there's some shapes not adding up here.
Seafood raspberries.
Here. This seems like what they're trying to do. PSU. 10 power motherboard, 18 power motherboard. Wonder if there's instructions in this box. All right, I have a question for any of you that know how to build a computer. Do I have to plug in both of these PSU cables? Because it's strange in that I have to force this one around like this to get them both in, which makes me wonder if I should not be doing both of them. See what I mean?
Yes, I believe so. I think they split them in case some PSUs have different kinds of ports.
So just one or both go in?
I think it's one.
Because it's got a hole for both of them.
If both get on the same way.
Okay. I wonder why they've split it up so strangely, though. It seems odd. This one didn't click in as nicely, but I think that's because... Oh, there we go, that clicked. I think it's because there's a little bit of tension there. I wonder if they realize that the cables they provided for their own power supply do that. Peripherals are big old squares. cables are mostly in. Don't like that they're not like fully clicking when I plug them in, but I mean, I think that's only some of them. This one kind of clicked. I heard there was issues where if it doesn't fully click in or seat when you plug it in, it can cause fires, and I don't want that. For some reason. Oops. Stepped on the drill. You know, the drill. Are you laughing at me? Cable management in a Chapazar stream? What? Well, I might have spoke too soon. It's being a pain. I always jiggle cables to test if they're loose. I mean, that's the thing, is they feel firm. They just don't. They didn't all click into place. Is what I was concerned about. Like, they seem firm, like pretty solidly in. All right, that just sounded like straight up gunshots instead of breaking barrels. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Z Robin, welcome.
Issues when putting the top exhaust fan up top. So keep that in mind when
It's like
choosing
the
your
first
fan. You
one.
plan on putting any fans up at the top. I started doing my cable as I went along. It proved to be very
We're talking
beneficial.
about computers here, not women.
Because once the system is all built, I wouldn't have had much room to properly run cables. I did run the 8-pin CPU power cable behind the motherboard
Yeah, he really cranks him out of the way.
around the perimeter of the board. Cable management actually brings
Like the cables, like he's got them all like yoinked out of the way.
long enough to go around the perimeter of the board. Cable management actually brings in when building in this case.
So with the way he's got it set up here, I'm supposed to move the power cable back behind everything else. Back behind everything else to reach the top of the motherboard.
Tray, as it wasn't long enough to go around the perimeter of the board. Cable management
Okay, right, because I don't know why I velcroed this. Also, I just realized you probably can't see most of this, so I'm gonna rotate it this way. All right. That is a bit unfortunate that they've put this power supply plug all the way up there. That's for the CPU plug, okay. Is that the only plug that goes all the way up there? Because then you've also got all this stuff along the side. I might take this outer fan off. I'm actually going to do that. That way I can make sure to plug in everything I need. Hang on, I need tiny lefty this, right? Yeah, I think that's a good choice. This will help me get those things plugged in a little bit easier. And I'm gonna lay down like a mermaid while I do it, because that's comfortable. La da da da.
I was trying to think of it and that makes sense.
Da 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 da.
I want to be where the people are. That's all I know.
And copyright. I know, that's the yes. I say the joke, but it actually does happen. This might be too small. Yep. Damn. Don't strip them out, though. Yeah, not gonna strip them. That would be dumb. Just because I want to do things fast. I want to play games. That's the issue. I can't play games if I fuck it up. Small form factor. That'll do it. Who do you think's more litigious, Disney or Nintendo? Like, who do you think's more likely to be like, hey, that's our content? Because they both are. Have you heard about like all that Pokemon stuff with Pal World? So there's this game called Pal World where there's a lot of creatures that are similar to Pokemon in the same way that Pokemon are similar to this other game that they clearly were inspired by. But then they went after Pal World, not because of the creature designs, but for things like, oh, you can't capture and deploy a creature from a ball. That's too close to our game. So catching something in a Pokeball, and then also the deploying of it from the ball itself. Like, you can't do that, apparently, so they changed it. But I mean, think of how ridiculous that is. Like, how far does that mechanic or does that copyright go? Like, if you catch something in a net and then you chuck it from a net and it lands somewhere and crawls out of the net, like, is that a violation of the copyright? Will Pokemon or Nintendo go after you, or Game Freak or whoever?
Except that they got a copyright.
The capture mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, I just undid all these screws and it doesn't come off. All right, well, fuck it. Just gonna loosely screw these back in and cross that bridge when we come to it. And they patent, oh yeah, so that's the thing. Not only did they patent it recently, they backdated the patent. So I believe that's the last thing I heard, is that they backdated the patent only after Pal World came out. So Pal World was already in development and out, and people had played it before they started filing the patent. But then they backdated the patent to when their game had come out. So it's like, that's just so stupid. Like, who cares? Just because they make a game, like, they're better at making Pokemon games than Nintendo is. They get penalized for it, like, in any way they can find.
It's all when companies like that. It's not like they need to put the money. You know?
Yeah, I don't think Nintendo's hard up, really, is it? It is cray cray.
Cray cray.
According to Lex.
Raising the coconut.
That boy needs therapy. Bum, bum, bum. Do you know the song?
Raising the coconut.
He's crazy in the coconut. Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah.
I think this just kept the fan tight against the side. That's annoying. This thing's gonna be so fucked just because I touched it. fine. It'll be fine. Okay. Those two are tight. Oh wait, that's not the right bit. Don't have the right bit. I don't know what to do. Now what to do.
Actually pretty simple when building in this case. Wasn't long enough to go around the perimeter of the board. Cable management is actually pretty simple when building in this case. Next up is the G.
Well, which cables go out the back? No, that's what I want to know. He's got the PCIe cables coming out the back.
In this case. Wasn't long enough to go around the perimeter of the
The
board.
CPU
Cable
cable.
management is actually pretty simple when building in this case.
Okay. So CPU cable. Yeah. What? You sound, the way you said that, it sounded high. You still banging to drain. I feel like maybe I should flip the camera around and show you playing the game. Do people watch video games on the internet? No, I think you would just be aware that everyone's seeing.
It's so annoying.
Okay, I've got CPU cable here. I have a chance to hide it. But do I really care? I'm not going to be looking into the system. Should anybody care? What's the thing? I don't know. I just don't know. I don't think I care. And this is supposed to go into the board as well, which is going to be fun. What's this little 4-piece about, though? 24. Oh shit, I forgot about this. This thing. Ooh.
Shit.
It's always a blood moon. Oh.
It's pretty good.
Well, I was doing a disappointed breath, and then now I'm doing a. Can you hear it? Are you monitoring?
It's so garbled.
Is it? Oh, I'm probably dragging it along the CPU cooler now that I think about it.
Yeah, I think it's like
Yeah. Put it right here for now. There we go. Probably much better that way. A little less consistent, but should be fine. Here's the thing, I don't think I'll have room to put the headers unless I can figure out how to get this fan off. I think I need to figure out how to get the fan off because it's quite in the way as it is. Otherwise, I can't use the USB headers for the front I/O. Oh, that's actually. Make sure my beard's dry.
Oh god, yeah. Don't want to be dripping in there.
That'd be awful. But this is a CPU cable as well. The fuck? How many CPU cables am I meant to have?
Ooh. Should be. Actually, I put that lav on a different spot just in time for them to ignore my heavy breathing.
Such a finicky angle. Click in though. That's 2. CPU is plugged in. I guess that's the peripheral that I gotta figure out how to plug in.
Wasn't long enough to go around the perimeter of the board.
All of them.
I'm building in this case.
Wait, you said all of them. I don't have enough holes. Did she say that?
I don't have enough holes.
I'm not taking the CPU cooler off. Again. Now this is where I should have turned to this video because he doesn't have the CPU cooler on yet, and it looks much easier.
Next up is the GPU.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Next.
Don't make me take off the CPU cooler. Why did I do that? Why did I insist on putting the CPU cooler on instead of like
Power cable behind them.
moving on to like a less harder boss?
Portray as it wasn't long enough to go around the perimeter of the board. Cable management and actually pretty simple when building in this case. Wasn't long enough to go around the perimeter of the board. Cable management and actually pretty simple when building in this case.
Let's see, plugging in here. The big chungus next to all the RAM, which for me to get to it. It's potentially very annoying. No. There's gotta be a way to take the fan off this fucking thing. Taking the outer fan off. The deep cool. Assassin 4.
This is not a passive cooler. No, this is Deeppool's Assassin 4, and despite the orientations revolving around the brand of the Western Hemisphere, I live in Europe, like Service, and this is a very interesting one because it has a fact. Underneath this magnetic plate, you'll find pretty much the same setup as a regular Deeppool Assassin 4. Actually, to make this very clear, this is a regular Assassin 4. Spec-wise, it's exactly the same thing. Still the same 147mm thick cooler, which is 160mm high. Actually, the same 6mm the heat time, even the 89 RPM with 61.25 CFM and the pressure fan is exactly the same. The only difference between a 4 and a 4S is the distinctive burst fan in the back. So we can expect this to be a slightly lower performing car truck, but also slightly wider of the original 4. But before we find that out, let's cover the rest of the picture.
Yes.
The assassin format comes inside a simple
Not exactly what I'm looking for. All right, well, back and forth, taking all this shit off. It's already tidy lefty loosey. Well, I'm glad it's Saturday. That means I have 24 more hours to just get it working.
Week off.
The what?
You've got a week off after this week.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just
And that pizza we ordered is doing something to my bowels.
it's letting you know.
Yeah, just so that you know.
This is what married life is like. In case anybody's curious.
Oh, just never ending farts.
No, it's just
Oh.
telling each other like, all of your what's wrong with you? Chappie gonna shit himself on stream.
I mean, maybe. If we reach 500 subs,
Oh shit myself.
I will shit myself on stream. This should come off now, right?
I saw this girl in there. This thing. God. Back at it again. What's the point of unscrewing that? Fuck. What does this even do?
This is very stressful for me. That's okay. I need to figure out, I guess. I think it's got to turn into the point where I just kind of focus on it instead of, stream myself not knowing what the hell I'm doing. Nah.
Just fucking let's see. Much better this time. All right. Sorry. Joy. Of course. Turns out it is a star bit. Just by pre-built people. Pre-built. So it's about like the
Yeah.
Funny. Funny, huh? Funny, sad.
I think I've just done the same thing for the past hour. Take these screws out, realize I can't take this off, put the screws back in, repeat. Yeah. I don't want to have to take the whole cooler off again. least we know how. We have a method now.
What the thing that we put all together?
Yeah.
Shit, that's really cool.
People have seen me do this. Let's let you watch squids for a bit.
Which one punching thing?
It actually kind of works. I mean, it's clearly off, but whatever. This is like the old school way people used to
I know,
upload.
I'm just thinking that actually. What are you fucking teaching table, dude? There's no one else.
Sound the alarm!
Sound the alarm!
Oh shit, it's just me. 2 arms!
This is even saying, what are you fucking teaching me, my shirt?
Yeah.
Figure that. Oh.
Alright. I think I just need to prop this up onto a table and have at her.
It's very zoomed in, that camera.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure it's got like the arm shot.
It does. Okay.
I told you. Ah! Eat a kebab.
Somehow this looks better than my streams. Actual oh shit, actual gameplay. Let's go.
Bang, 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 bang. What did you think of?
My shit is on fire.
This shit is bananas. Yes, it's definitely. You're welcome. It's just a skeleton. Come on.
I think I have to take the CPU cooler off again.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not kidding.
Oh, boy!
Because I gotta plug in all this shit. And I can't take this. There's gotta be a way to take this fan off. It's just. Ugh. Need a break. Right.
I suggest that if that is the thing that we're going to do, that we do it tomorrow, not today.
No, I'm gonna finish this tonight. So if I have to do it by myself, that's fine. I just I know what I need to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. That's the quote. Good soup.
I'm gonna do this thing. Yes.
Let me scrub out the back room.
Fucking jumping.
Okay. Tell you what I'm gonna do, everybody. This did not go how I was. Yes, hashtag pre-built. Please. Just buy a pre-built. Go to Costco. I need to just quietly weep to myself as I build it and try not to get tears on any conductive parts. But I'm going to take this to the back room and just focus on finishing it. I'm going to film it and, I don't know, maybe turn it into like a time lapse or something. Yeah. Yeah, I just need to focus and have a table. Should have known. I just didn't think it was going to be this tedious.
Well, it's
Yeah. But anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in and watching my unsuccessful stream. Well, the stream was fine.
successful.
Yeah, the stream was fine, but the mission has not yet been accomplished.
Mission fail. I'm already big fun.
Yeah, mission failed. We'll okay next time. Great gameplay from Squids, though. Yeah, see, that was the bonus. That
Yeah, I was actually doing quite well in that bit as well. When you send the camera around, I was getting like quite nice bullseyes, so that one was really quite pro gamer. Ooh, look at the dragon!
quite pro gamer. Ooh, the dragon. That's it.
So cool.
You're glowing. It's young dragon. Anyway, thanks everyone for lurking and chatting and putting up with my heavy breathing.
Helping.
Yeah, and I never ripped ass on stream, so that's fine.